Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator tips and tricks. Now, just to let you know, this is going to be the beginning of the Apostle Run series. Now, if you're doing this in real time, watching me, you know that I was supposed to do the F the Police episode next, the one in which I destroyed the Suppression Bureau, but unfortunately the video files to that are not usable. So I'm going to have to wait until I start at that back at aspirant level again to be able to show you that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go through the Apostle series, which is the Game Plus, in which they decide, since, you know, the whole incredibly hard game they just gave you wasn't hard enough, they decided to throw in a few more problems. First of all, which is being that you are not playing at the aspirant, you are playing as his number 2 minion, the Apostle, his Paul to his Jesus. Your job is not to ascend to higher form, but to sacrifice yourself, your cult, and all the resources you can gather to help your master progress, which is what really happens when you're part of an evil cult. I mean, they promise you all the power in the world, but you just end up doing all their dirty work. It's really not a great job opportunity. I'd pass it up if you have the option. Anyways, so I was going to say that this is going to be an episode dealing with the general Apostle Run. In other words, I'm going to be showing you how to start the beginning of it in the way I do. It is going to be a mess, because what happens is, rather than the previous series where I showed you piece by piece how to do things, since you can control the rate of time and progression on that one, this one you can't. The immortal that's the immortal enemy, which is going to do that, will be constantly attacking you, trying to drive you, and he'll get stronger, drive you off the board and get stronger and stronger. Essentially, the conflict is between the immortal you serve and the minions of the other immortal. You can't, so we'll go into more details about how that works when we get into the episode. But the other part of that is that I'm going to start using what's known as the Evening Isle Express, which is a tactic that you use to get to the higher level expeditions quickly. So basically, rather than relying on the bookstore or going through a lot of expeditions, you simply target the expeditions to the items that you need. Now, the first episode here, is, like I said, is going to be doing the regular Apostle Run, the beginning, when you're trying to establish yourself. The next episode will be specifically on the Forge Run, as this is the Forge Apostle series, series, Apostle Astulant. So the thing is that to keep an eye on that. Now, if this turns out to be popular, and or Lust from Beyond still doesn't drop, because it's still out there with a big question mark when it does, I'll keep going. And if we swing back around to the Apostle series and give me an idea of which run you want me to do next, Grail or Lantern. If no one says anything, I'll be doing Grail, because I kind of like the freaky vibes that go with it, and it's a little easier. In any case, let's get to the madness that is the Apostle Run. So let's set the stage. Apostle Astulant, the one who shaped us, has ascended to a higher state, in one history at least. The past is uncertain, but I will tend the crucible for the next session. Okay, so this is essentially what has happened. Randolph Carter, at the end of the last game, ascended into, well, demigodhood, became a Long of the Forge, currently serving the Forge, but you are his apostle, his number 2 guy, his Paul to Jesus, whose job is to tend the crucible in his absence. The problem is the timelines have shifted. You and one other cult member that you'll discover shortly remember the previous timeline. Everybody else does not, and essentially you're going to have to recollect the cult again till it serves you. So essentially you are going to have to figure out, you essentially rebuild the cult, rebuild yourself, and fulfill the very strange desires that Carter has for you. Now, in this conflict, you do not think of yourself as the protagonist. You're the protagonist pawn. In fact, I'm going to call you Red Shirt number 1. Just so you have the right mentality. Well, let's call this character Red Shirt number 1. Anyways, so this is what we start with. We start with the favored place. A favored place. For so long I waited at the left hand of our shaper. Now the time has come for me to lead the great work. And it's a job, so obviously we toss it into the work function, but not yet. So you also are, you're a healthy boy. You have 2 health to start with and no levels of skill, and this is what you begin as. Now, the thing to remember about this is that you need to be as efficient as possible. The most obvious thing to do is to take the favored place, toss it in here, and get the plot started. But in the Forge Ascension, you have other options. You can actually do some unskilled labor. Get the vitality and the fund, and then use his second health and toss it in and have the 2 vitality ready to go to ascend to level 1 health skill. So the strength skill. So that gets you an early start before your enemy long even bothers to show up. I mean, apparently he's not really concerned about some street laborer just going about his day. Now, of course, that's a disadvantage of being the fact that you've started the clock with the 1 fund that you've gotten. So grab this one as quickly as possible. Then we toss in the favored place. Now the vitality is only going to last 180 seconds, so you're going to have to be quick about this. This game version, the Apostle games, cannot be casual. You have to move as quickly as possible. And let's see, we're about to get the second, we're about to pop over again. Boom. Fun goes in. You now have the health fatigue. Now, there's obviously no reason to continue this cycle even though you have the health because you have no way of studying. The vitality will just dissolve on you. So next thing is to consider the resources. Our organization has some resources. Now, considering the timeline shifted, you're probably going to essentially raiding old bank accounts that you had from the previous timelines, but it's still going to be cash. Cash on the barrelhead for 7 funds. Now, that's going to give you a little bit of a margin, but you know how quickly money can vanish, and it gives you the talk verb. Talk verb is our cause, are not alone. In other words, this is the one other person who remembers the previous timeline, and that is Rose. So we've got Randolph Carter, the one who raised us, the one who made us what we are, the one who waits in exile, who will rise up when we bring the dawn. Now, bringing the dawn, remember that. This particular run of the Apostle has a very interesting backstory. Rose, apologies, is at her believer status, which means she has 2 edge, and that's who you start out with. But you do start out with the unflinching order. Basically, your cult's active. Excuse me. And you can use this card immediately to start doing cult business as well as initiating people. But obviously, you got to remember the lore. So right now, what's happening is the next 29 seconds, Carter, I have been vouchsafed secrets, is downloading into your brain lore. Now, right now, never be idle. Remember that. We don't have the ability to do the talk right now, unfortunately, because we don't have the lore yet, but we should have that very shortly. So once this is clear, you will note that I'll be able to put these 2 vitality together and get level 3. All right. So you recall you have one reason. You have the 3 doors to the first 3 doors to the dream, and you have a level 12 lore. In this case, Forge, obviously, because you're doing the Forge run. So that immediately goes in there because we need to start summoning people. Now I could raise up Rose to level 2 to level 5 immediately, but right now I'm looking for numbers. In other words, and as for this, we toss in the vitality right away to get our level 1 strength and extra health. Okay, so I need to do some repositioning here. Dream isn't active yet. So let's see what we got. You know, I'm spacing is kind of, don't have to be that crazy about spacing. Anyways, let's get moving. And health resets. We have place to begin. We have a temporary headquarters and this. This is a Dawnbreaker technique, which is basically the entire point of the game. Now, from this point onward, we do spoilers because the part of the game here is that we have to figure out this riddle that tells us to do and complete all these actions. Some of this is kind of crazy to learn. I'll get that back up in a moment. Some of this is just crazy. If you try to figure out, some of it's rather easy. It'll just tell us straight up. But in this case, it is the card that's basically, let's see, I'll put you there, put you here, put you there. All right, then we have the temporary headquarters for a cult, obviously. So we can transfer those if we have an availability in the future. But we also have, like I said, the first 3 of the vows, and we have the ability to access the white door and the stag door. Passion still deactivated. We're going to have this again soon, but we're also going to have another unpleasant surprise when that happens. So again, let's see. We need to start, but the one thing we need to do is remember, never be idle. Rose, I'm going to send her out to start looking for the locations and possibly hirelings. Hirelings have a better advantage in this game because you can use them for a very long period of time compared to the rest. Anyways, while that's going on, the Shaper speaks. That's Carter. I must enact the Forge. In other words, he's going to try to create a Forge himself. This is interesting because if there's a second Forge in creation, is he attempting to tackle the Forge of Days and replace them? Because that's part of my lore speculations. Set a carcass spark at the Ancient's heart. Carcass spark is a level 12 forge tool. Awaken it with the highest mysteries. That's one big question mark. Prepare the fiercest alchemy to fuel it. Prepare the flaw at the land. Find the flaw in the place at the land's edge that has the same name in every history. Okay. Bring the Vienna, I think. Bring the device there with the biting key that Sulian the Lagellan knows. Evoke the Forge's greatest heat. Employ the most potent mysteries of opening, and I will attend your dissolution, which means this is going to kill you in the end. Yes, we are that kind of minion, by the way. Okay, so this is going to tell you what you need to do. And from this point onward, I'm going to act as if you don't care if I spoil what these things are, because I'm going to do these things one at a time. I'm not going to explain until I get up to those points, but what I will be doing is what I call, and what I referred to before, as the Evening Isle Express. Now, like I said, the Evening Isle Express is the concept that instead of sucking the remnants of the bookstore and the auction house dry, combining lore and doing that, we're going to go right for the biggest lore books we can get. Two major obstacles of that. One, we need the expeditions to do so, the vaults. But the thing is, now that in the apostle ones, in the anyways, you start with the 3 doors. You can start grabbing secret histories from the Mansis almost immediately. So you can start combining them once you have the Passion and Reason cards before you even have a headquarters. Because remember, I like to use the library in the basic one because it passes 3 tests. If I'm not concerned about lore tests, if I'm not concerned about joining them together, if I'm just going to grab the biggest books that I need, and emphasis on that need, because I told you only need level 6 lore for the most part, with a couple of exceptions. So first things first, we're going to start producing as much of the secret histories from the Mansis as we can. And then now there's 2 things we're going to do. One, we're going to get 6 and 8, so we're going to combine them together to try to get 10s. We can do that with a reason and a passion card because they will develop erudition and glimmering. Those are the 2 tests required, knowledge and intuition, to be able to get up to level 10. Beyond level 10, you require to get the fascination card or library in order to pass it. That will be harder to do. Maybe by the time I get there, I'll have that in place, but maybe I won't, because this is going to be one heck of a run. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to use the wood and the white door as we can while we're joining together the secret histories, so that we can lay out all the level 2 and all the level 4 vaults, because those will have some of the items and especially the books that give it the languages that will give us the ability to get larger books that will give us the languages we need to crack open the level 10, 12, and 14 lore books that we might need. Because some cases we may need that, some cases we don't. Now, I'll do a standard one by itself, I think, at some point, but right now, for the Apostle run, we're going to be doing an abbreviated version where we're just going for the items that the Forge requires. Now, at this point, like I said, we're running all cylinders. All right, let's get things set up a bit. Our usual manner. There we go. Move. All right. We got Overlook Place. Oh, we found a place. All right. Strange moves, yeah, it's not helpful, Rose. Try again. I mean, I don't need random influences, thanks. Alright. Alright, so we get the vitality going, we get this health going. Alright. Alright, so a hireling. Now, the hirelings are actually useful. This guy's only got a 3 edge, hulking fellow, so I'm going to let him slide. I'm looking for level 5s only. Okay, because we're going to need them both for expeditions and for spying missions, which is the thing that apostles runs do. Okay, exercise the body. There we go. We've already got level 1 strength and 3 health cards, which is going to make our life slightly easier. Now, the thing about the apostle run is I don't care about the apostle. I only want about 3 cards from each. I'm not going to go for the maxed out ones because, like I said, I'm not going to be using the level 4 knowledge and passion cards in order to be scholarship and passion cards, whatever that was called again, to try to combine lore like I do the standard runs. What I'm doing instead is I'm going to try to create a basic person to get the job done and then die in the forge as a result. So it's a red shirt. I don't care. Anyways, what we got here? Okay. Now the thing is I can still start going for the extra health card here, because if I grab this as well, yep, I'm going to have vitality on top of vitality. There's the cops, and boom, someone has arrived. In the candle flames, in the hearth fires, in the hanging sway of smoke, the omens are certain a great enemy of our Shaper has come to the city, someone who could prevent our work. This is the enemy long. Now, I usually stick them over here for now until we start getting stuff. So, actually, no, put him over here so I can get better track of what he's doing. But he's eventually, the thing about dealing with him, this immortal with the near infinite resources, the best way to defend against him is to do absolutely nothing. I'm serious. he gets stronger the more you resist him. So the more you punch back, the more resources he brings to bear. Now, that's as good as dealing with an infinite enemy. He literally does not take you seriously. He thinks you're a joke. You're a human being. You can't do a damn thing to him, and he's absolutely correct about that. There's a very, very small chance you can actually defeat him in any meaningful way. But what you can do is lie there and take it if you get bored of attacking you. Because once he starts getting stronger, once you start resisting, once he starts understanding what you're doing, he's going to get harder and harder to work with. Okay, and Distant Thunder, Passion. All right, so we're going to have to get that card up as quickly as possible, too. All right, so we'll unpause this, and unfortunately, we're probably going to have to go back to doing some clerking, because we're going to need money, and unskilled labor, as entertaining. Oh, God, I got an injury now? Great, there goes one of my vitality right off the bat. Okay, that's another reason to keep the vitality going. Okay, so what we can do, yeah, we're going to keep doing this for now because, the other possibility is I could grab the Passion from doing a painting by itself and then add another Glimmering and get level 2 Passion, so I think I'm going to do that next. Alright, so just do regular painting. We'll deal with this having a level 3 health, and you keep looking for stuff, thank you. Sigh. Got a mentor? We got a patron coming. Interesting. Alright, so Rose, boom. The auction house, we need that. We need the bookstore. Rose, find it for me. Alright, so what's this? Yeah, painting. Only Restlessness card will work. We have a Vitality card here, the Health 2. And we have Suchana, which is actually good. We can start using her for certain things. Again, like holding cards. But in the meantime, what we need to do is we need to consider where the getting our people up again. Just keep pumping them out. All right, keep going. And we don't want to stop here. So, probably do that. Get another vitality. Just in case, and there we go. Now, this is going to be different. Because this card is kind of, we have is called the Shaper's Guidance. Our Shaper is favored with guidance. We can use it to pursue the great work. We will need our Shaper's Guidance to forge the Dawnbreaker core from a carcass spark, to refine forge ingredients to the final form, to make of the follower a Shaper's Compass, to lurk, make of the key from Lagel and Suchana, and to complete the work. But if we do not do their bidding swiftly, dread will follow. Now, I could take Suchana and do the Shaper's Guidance card right now, but that might make me lose Suchana. That happens in at least a couple of runs. So, yeah, I'm going to hold off until I'm ready for that. I'll take the Dread. At the moment, I do have this, so, yeah, it's not going to hold in place, though. Unless, of course, that's not going to work either. I'm still using that card at the moment. Okay, so, yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it. All right, we painted this. We have a Glimmering of 1. Now, the Passion is currently... Oh, darn it. I shouldn't have done it that way. My apologies. It's been a while since I've been this low. I've been like weeks doing the episodes for that. So hopefully, yeah, 60 seconds. It will still be enough. Anyways, we'll keep this going for vitality's sake and money because I'm trying to hold off on doing the clerical work until I have 2 reason. There you go. Now, while we're doing this, we have the reason card open. So why not just go start grabbing secret histories. Okay, so boom. All right, I don't have a Passion ready. Hopefully, yeah. Now, look over at the preparing an action. This is where things get interesting, kids. All right, our immortal enemies preparing their next action. Add a follower strong in knock or lantern to try to uncover the long strategy. Add a follower strong in edge or forge to try to delay assaults. Now, this isn't written properly, but to Grail and Heart to not to intrigue on them, but to deny intrigue attacks and physical assaults. Intrigue and Moth and Moth and Winter to try to delay Starlight attacks. Now, what happens is that it will take him 3 preparations to attack you. So every 180 seconds after he starts, and plus some time in between when he resets. So about every 5 minutes, he's going to attack you and do something negative to you. Now, the thing is that you can delay this by 60 seconds only by putting in the appropriate person and then succeeding in the test. You know, usually level 5 gives you level 2 gives you a 30% chance of delaying him 60 seconds. Level 5 gives you 70%, and level 10 gives you 90%, the usual breakdown. But I only have 1 person right now, and they're kind of weak. So I'm actually going to let this slide for the moment, but I am looking for a hireling, because if you toss a hireling in here, it resets their timer. It freezes their timer. So they last the whole 5 minutes before being ejected in when doesn't cost you an additional thing. And if you've got the right one, they might actually delay one of your potential attacks. But in the meantime, we are currently working towards problems. But in any case, I guess we're going to keep doing the help thing. Oh well, it's going to be healthy at least. And we're going to need that in a moment too. Anyways, Dread's running there. Yeah, there goes the passion to grab one of our cult members. Here's another goddamn vitality. Don't have the ability to grab another one here, so we're going to be idle for a moment. Okay, boom on that. Okay, we painted rivers where you want to go, by the way, here, because this is going to contain either erudition, lesson learned, which will help you increase your reason quickly, or level 8 lore, their erudition. Now, if I had set this up properly, I could have started working toward it, but I don't have level 1 reason yet, so this isn't much use. Okay, so for some reason you've ejected a restlessness of all things. Passion's up and running. We have Clavette. Let's get Clavette up and running. And first and pace, and so I could use a heart of 5 here in order to attempt to delay intrigue attacks. You go here, you're over there, which sucks. Take the oldest vitality here, pop that in. Don't have a health going yet, and the passion is here. I'll leave this clear and run the passion for 60 seconds. I can get the second glimmering in, which is what I'm going to do, even though it's going to cost me money. Still avoiding the clerking, probably subconscious desire. And this is, we're going to have to spend 1 to get rid of this if we're not lucky. Okay, we've got another vitality, of God's sakes. Got a lot of vitality running. Oh, gods. I can't, however, use it because I need to save this for the passion over here. Yeah, the beginning is kind of complicated. We didn't want that hireling, so let's try again. Keep going, Rose. We'll find somebody useful. All right. Restlessness is running, so you know what? Screw it. I got the passion going anyways. It might blow the glimmering, but hey. Right now, all we're doing is we're looking for opportunities. Okay. Speaking of which, let's make you level 5. Then we'll toss you in to try to delay things. Assuming that's a 1 in 3 chance of it being a intrigue attack. Hireling, what do we got here? Fortune teller. 5-3. This could be useful. If nothing else, I can use him to detect the next to beginning, and it gives us 3 to try to resist the Starlight attacks. I think it's going to be risky. I'm going to pop in and get this one to deal with the stranger. Therefore, I'll have 2 people in here trying to delay things, and that's actually all you can have. You can theoretically put in 3 people, but that just becomes too crowded, and he notices them and ejects them all at once. So you can only you only have 2 people total. Okay, glimmering, glimmering, glimmering. Be a glimmering, please. That would make life easier. It is. Good. Toss the glimmerings in here. Got lucky. Can't always count on being lucky. You go here and health me here. Do that. In the meantime, got the health back. See, health's obviously not going to be an issue here. And since I've got nothing better to do with my time, I sleep at the moment, since I'm going to try to avoid spending money to try and hope that we grab another grab a contentment at some point from random events. We'll see what we can do here. Okay, so boom. We've got her at level 5. Okay, we're going to put her in. Actually, no. What we're going to do, yeah, we're going to put her in because there are 2 things. We've got a 1 in 3 chance of this being an intrigue, which she can possibly delay by 60 seconds. Actually, no, I'm going to switch that because Clavette doesn't have a timer on him as Fortune Teller does. So there we go. 3 moth, 5 lantern. The lantern will detect the attack that's coming, and the 3 gives you a 30% chance against defending against a Starlight attack. Clavette will just have to deal. At the meantime, we're going to pop in Rose at being level 5 because that obviously will work against physical assaults. And at the same time, Clavette, since I probably should save you here for the 30 seconds, which means I've got to put my own health out to do this. All right, which is no problem since I've got so much of it right now. Overlooked place, let it be the bookstore, and nope, it's a club. I don't need that quite yet. Go over here. There you go. Okay, but unfortunately, all right, let's toss the other health in at the moment. Let's see what we got. I know. All adding up here to things that need to be done. Okay, we've got still looking for contentment or the next despair here. Let's see. Boom. Hi. Right, that. Fascination, not the best scenario, but we'll live with it. Okay, now here's the thing. At one point, you will lose the ability to use the dream to get rid of things. You won't lose it, but it'll become poisoned, as it's called. Feed imagination. Good. We have 2 passion going. Now, I need to start doing that for reasons. But let's see. Can't use this yet. Could try. Oh, actually, that is awesome. We'll use this to try to see if we can paint some cash. Mystique's always fun. Okay, we'll use the weakest vitality. Yep, you can use vitality since it's an influence for that. At the same time, we want to increase our reason. It's 55 seconds though, so let's not waste any time. As you can see over here, our immortal enemy has allies and resources in many nations. They move slowly, but as time passes, they will bring more and more of those allies and resources to bear against us. Yep, he's going to increase his power straight up, which he can do, unfortunately. And we can't do a damn thing about it. And he's planning his next action on us. We've already done it, so you kind of suck at that. Anyways, Clavette. Oh, I can't get him in there. Alright. Alright, so what do we got here? Finally, Moreland Shop. Now, we're going to have to cut it. I don't want to cut it too close when it comes to money, so we can't use the shop quite yet. Same time, we're going to have to... If we're not going to use Clavette for that, we might as well have her looking for hirelings. And if we're going to go any further here, we're going to probably hit Passion for Glimmering. Okay. So as you can see, he has increased his might. So he's +1 might, level 1 might out of 10. When he gets level 10 in any ability, he's going to be able to attack us directly. All right, Clavette, keep going. See what you can find. Colors of Night, no. I doubt it's going to be a very useful painting anyways, but you never know. It's not costing me anything. All right, Rose is up to level 5 when it comes to delaying physical attacks. Okay, which is good since they just increase their potential for using physical attacks. In the meantime, which is now open, let's find our next cultist. Sheesh. Sticking a bit. Alright, so it's a good day. It's a good day for a painting. This is a hireling. Professional muscle. Yes, I want that for all its prices because I got an idea what to do with it. Alright. Now, while that's going on, I'm going to get our clerking job back. And there's a reason for that, by the way. Ooh, thank God, I got the contentment. It's kind of mystique, glimmering. Just hit me with what you got. No cash, unfortunately. Doesn't look like it, but I did get a glimmering. So there's that. Eesh, this is a lot of work here. A lot of mess. Okay, so we got, yeah, we're definitely gonna get cops on our butt. But the thing is that so we've got another glimmering here. Hey, you know, if we keep using the Mystique like this, we might be able to get enough glimmering to be able to get us to level 5, which is where I kind of want to be right now. And meantime, what do we have left here? You know what? Let's use another vitality. There you go. Another vitality mood piece. Got plenty of that stuff running around. Yep, there's the cops. They've discovered that we're making paintings. Oh my God. The crime of the goddamn century. Okay, so he's still looking for additional lessons. We don't want to give him any because that'll make him stronger. As you can see, their card here now shows a might of 1. The shadowy presence. Their power is formidable. Their identity is at unknown. When the Long's might connections or Starlight reaches 3, they might be able to unmask them. I'm trying to avoid that for as long as I'm not that curious when you come right down to it. Okay, so with the glimmerings, I'm going to try to time it. So we've got glimmerings popping up at the same time so we can do this. This is where the cop will come in. Okay, so there's that done. And while we're doing that, since we've got the reason still running, we might as well just keep running out the door to try to get the damn lore. Thank God he missed it. We're not adding any pigments. As you can see, it's busy as hell. I need to get my, there you go, another, you want to keep that right. Professional muscle. Now, here's the deal. I want the professional muscle to be able to take care of Mr. Alden, but I don't know if I can get Mr. Alden in 117 seconds, so we're going to put him over here temporarily and pop him into here for storage purposes until we get Alden ready and then pop him out to attack Alden because I want Alden dead. I don't want to mess around worthless, but if nothing of any use or significance, oh my God. Yeah, but you still got paid. That's the important part, dude. Okay, no glimmering. I got 2 glimmering here, so and possibly a 3rd one coming here, and we can... Let's see, we're gonna... we can't... No reason card at the moment, so we might as well just keep using the Mystique. And Mystique, unlike Passion, does not exhaust. And again, we have more Vitality. Always got more Vitality if you're running a sort of thing. And at the same time, let's get Rose to keep looking for things. There we go. We're going to have the Dread shortly. And we're ejecting our Fortune Teller, which I'm going to probably substitute with the Professional Muscle. There we go. Level 6 lore. Now, the question here's where we start this Express, because what I want to do is start combining these using the Passion and the using Passion and Reason to produce Erudition and Glimmering, because Erudition is the first test. I mean, Knowledge is the first test for Erudition. Second test is Intuition for Glimmering, which provides a second one. There we go. It's going to be another Dread shortly. Sentimental Literature. Okay, so let's take the oldest, let's see, forget that, another 60 seconds. Yeah, I think we can do this. We grab the Passion here. We have level 3 Passion shortly before we have level 2 Passion before you have level 1 Reason. That's probably not a good thing. Anyways, send her out. By the way, searching the city with a heart minion means you occasionally get a Vitality out of it. And oh my god, we're always raining Vitality! Alright, so, I mean, resources are resources. Use them as you need, but yeah, you go in there. Oh my god, why do we have more restlessness? I don't need more dread, thank you very much. Okay, so we don't have... Alright, so white door, because we always got help in this configuration. Go, give me another one. Because I'm going to need the level 4 and level 2 ones. Hireling, what do we got? Shifty woman, useless. Okay, well, to me. You may find a use for her, like sacrificing her over a pit, but a hanger on. Okay, this at least allows us to get a minion fast. So if we get Poppy, we can... lose them. Go. Oh, another worthless one? Alright. Give it to me straight, Doctor. Thank God. Alright, you are just pissing in your own oats here. I mean, seriously, you're producing some serious money. We're at least staying our head above water. I've got to keep the passions going here. Alright, so let's do this again. See, I'm just gonna... I don't even know if I want to deal with Mr. Alden at this point. We seem to be doing okay at the moment. Oh, I will have to go back and do some manual labor at some point. We're not making a lot of money. Basically, they're getting back what we're losing. All right, so yeah, we're not going to be using pigments. Okay, so boom. All right, glimmering. So we're going to take the oldest glimmerings and put them in here. Begin the get to level 2. Passion. At the same time, we have our first pawn, which means we have a disposable minion. Excellent. Everything's better with disposable minions. Get the next one in the cult going. Restlessness. Yeah, you can see where this is. The apostle one becomes a lot of bookkeeping real fast. Okay, so we have erudition here, which means if I time it right after I do this, I don't know if I can be able to do that. I think I'll be able to do it. Restlessness. Lodged Knight. Favor from authority. Not useful, but I'll take it. All right, so... Nope, Clavette, keep going. Never know, we need more vitality in that direction. And currently we have a passion open, so we'll hit the wood. And want to get that reason done soon, but that could be a couple hits. Alright. Yeah, still making money, which is good, but we can also now take a passion, hit that, use restlessness, and get rid of it. So we don't have to worry about the damn thing, and we have a glimmering in case things go wrong when we're trying to upgrade our passion. See how much fun this can be. Alright, so I think it's about the half-hour mark into this point. I may have to take a break shortly and come back to this, simply because real life happens, but yeah. See what do we got here? You know what? Screw it. I don't have the ability to put anybody else in, so we're going to, you two can sit and chill in there for a bit. So I don't have to pay for you at least. The vitality did work. Harvesting did work. I have another shifty woman. I do not want them. Okay, you did fine there, getting rid of that. I managed to fix my problems without even noticing them. Alright, the passion goes back there. Glimmering, lesson learned. Good. Put glimmering in the next one. Or erudition. What do we got here? 2 glimmering. If they're over 60 seconds. Thinking 60 seconds, 24. So I'd have to 120 seconds because the last thing's not going to last. We're going to have to basically let that go and take these. Anyways, go. Oh, shit. You took the passion out of this. I am so screwed. We're going back to regular dreaming. Oh, wait, that sucks. Alright, so more contentment. Hey, we can always use more contentment. Passion's down. Reason wouldn't work. I guess we're back to manual labor. Yep, you got to keep this one. You're just juggling like crazy. We haven't even made any progress at this point. Alright, so restlessness again. Okay, we'll burn that off when the time comes. In the meantime, reason is open, so grab the stag door. Go. Need to get as much lore as possible. The clavette goes out again. Hireling is professional muscle again. Do I want a second one? Probably not. Could be useful for the right types of expeditions, but I don't know what expeditions I want. I want the expeditions to be known before I start hiring people for them. At the very least, you're there risking getting, you know, more muscle. Alright, so Mystique. Okay, this is the winter one. Useful to some degree, but, you know, first we get a primer for the fire. Boom, go. Glimmering. Alright, so we're going to get this level, which means we're going to be doing a heck of a lot more painting. There you go. And this will be ready for when the restlessness, boom, you're clear. Grab the cash and the vitality. We're slowly building up cash. You see, you can actually do this quite quickly. And you notice I'm ignoring the long over there entirely because he's just like, or she is just doing their own thing. And I don't really care what that is. As long as they don't give me any real problems, which they have not done yet. Wait till the Starlight Attacks, though. Okay, so yeah, we want to do this and ditch the restlessness because we don't want to build up dread. Okay, another passion came in. Here goes the erudition. We'll have to start from scratch. Where are we? Okay, boom. Erudition again. Gods. It's great, but I can't use it like such yet in any case. Alright, so grab this. Order, clear. You might think about using the basic one where you're using the lore. You would create the cult of the lore you're going through. Is that you're going to get your people to disciple fast in this version. Mothman has a similar principle, but it's a little harder to do. Let's see. Go. Okay, we got vitality for days, so we should be fine. Clavette, go out into the world again, possibly get me a vitality. Once you're used to the heart ones and the explorer if they're idle. What have we got left here? Passion, wood. Okay, hopefully this won't be the same goddamn problem. Okay, so boom. There. I don't know if we're actually going to get any higher in levels from level 2s for most of my skills. This one's only level 1. Alright, so we still need to get this damn reason up, so I gotta bear down on that. Okay. Alright, so Clavette, keep going. Alright, how much is left on this? Too long. Alright. Ooh, we even got paid for it. Yeah, we're actually... I don't even know if I want to screw with Mr. Alden at this point. I mean, look at us. We're doing okay when it comes to cash. And we're not having to deal with it, you know, him. Plus, again, let's just toss in 3 Mystique at this point. Because it's essentially free money. Go for it. And let's throw in the vitality since it's weak. We're throwing the glimmering if it becomes an issue later. I'm going to start throwing in reason, however, to get up the erudition. Just because, you know, we need something. Now, he's decided to menacing feign. Our enemy sends agents to threaten and dismay us. A heart or grail follower, the stronger the better, might be able to defend against this action. I don't care, actually. Because all they're going to do is, like, dread us. And I can deal with that. Hell. I mean, it's basically he's not taking us terribly seriously at this point, which is what we want to happen. All right, boom, reason's ready. Start the process of bringing us more reason. Studying, always studying this game. Even if you're just the minions, you're studying. Clavette, go. Yeah, you can see you're running everything. Okay, dread, I don't care. I can get a fascination shortly and deal with it. What's this? All right, still painting. Hireling, shifty woman, unwanted. Okay. Over here, boom, the well, awareness of appetite, not useful. I'm not going in any lore during this run, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Vitality, boom, run. Gonna need to get a vitality back shortly. Glimmering, erudition, okay. Ooh, worthless. You're not worthless, dude. A little more self-respect. Because you're freaking up to 9 when it comes to funds. And you still got more mystique. So I'm going to throw in this one. We're going to lose... You're going to have to be quick about this. We're going to... But yeah, I need the vitality. Badly. Plus, you know, we'll get money. Eventually I may upgrade the strength, but I'm not really that interested right now. We're ejecting our agent, our paid agents, which means I'm going to throw him back in simply because I don't have a lot of people to spare right now. And that keeps him locked away. Alright, so you have 77 seconds. I cannot arrange it for both of these to come off at the same time, so go. Okay, leave the hireling out. Alright, so Clavette again, running out in order to get us some... help. He's going to want to send us more dread, apparently. Great. That's all I need is more dread. Thanks. I hate it. And we deal with the dread. We're just going to leave it be for the moment. If it becomes bad, I'll just drink myself out of it again. Okay, so I'm going to freeze frame here for a moment. I got to run off and do real life things. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and let's see. As you can see, we're still kind of just humming along here. Now, the thing is, I'm thinking I'm going to keep going with the painting. It's been kind of awesome watching it go. Seeing how far we can get with this, because the thing was about painting is I didn't come up with this concept until now. It's kind of interesting. Mystique and its notoriety attract attention and generate money. So even though we've been having the, oh my god, it's awful work stuff, we've been getting cash before it. So, and the thing is that it's just mystique. It's just going to generate more mystique. So it's this continuous engine, and my passion is going to keep going. So at the same time, oh yeah, we need an inspiration. What do we got? Oh my god, that's an inspiration. Oh, the hell with it. Let's try it. I want to see what happens. It will also lock it into place. This is an interesting concept. Might also want to use the Sulachana one, but we can't spare the talk function. At the same time, passion's still running. One we've got the most of, so let's just toss in a passion. And we keep getting those secret histories. Oops, fast forward. I need to set that properly. All right. This is an experienced swindler. Now, I'm actually going to take one of these simply because 5 moth will give me, as you remember over here, resistance will slow down Starlight attacks. So once we pop, yeah, we currently have a slot open. We might as well just see if we can get somebody into it. No, we're not going to do that. All right. Boom. Oops. Well, they're not going to be able to get in this one. Okay. So they're going to what? It's preparations. And all right, so we need to get, oh great, it's Grail Boy. He's like the least popular cultist, I swear. Anyways, let's get him into the order because, you know, numbers count, and I might use him to seduce. I'll try to seduce Mr. Alden again. All right, read whatever to hand to erudition in play. So boom. Let's put the next level here. Okay, and yeah, all cylinders firing. Alright, so yeah, once we get that, can't toss him in. We want to get the fortune teller to pop out first. I see things. I see that you're different. Well, that's a really rote effort. Oh my god. Seriously, you got like this terrible self-opinion, dude. Oh, looks like we're going to be doing another one of these things. Dredge is going to add up like crazy. Artist reward, 2 funds. Not bad. Dread's gonna die on me, which is good. I didn't want to waste any money on it. But yeah, I'm thinking that we can probably keep this Shapers thing going indefinitely by using the Mystique, which is an interesting concept to use. We're gonna need to use it for specific purposes. Okay, we'll just do that and that. So keeping around. Now here's the problem as we start generating more than one. They could all pop on us at once, and we all know how bad that is. All right, buzzing the brain, vitality. Of course, we always need more vitality. That's just, you know, that's just silly otherwise. All right, put you back in place. Boom. You're out. Good. Now, experienced swindler will come in handy. I believe he'll be popped out next after the next cycle, and we'll see what we can do about it. May be a waste, it may not. Now, remember why I also have this going. I've got a, wondering. Nope, can't do that. I've got a, 120 seconds to be able to use them to get into here. So hopefully we'll get this cycle around. All right. In the meantime, let's promote this son of a bitch. Okay. So yeah. So we've got spare. We're going to have a spare reason this time. So I'm going to go for one of the higher secret histories located in the manse. All right. Keep going. Yep. And Clavette, I think you need your jog. Okay, another hireling, another swindler. Why are you all coming now when I don't need you quite as much? All right, exercise the mind, reason, and scholarship. Now, the thing was, if I get another erudition going and barely capable of doing it, I'm going to keep the study clear. So if I have 2 eruditions coming from the Painted River here, I can immediately skip to scholarship to the next level, which is kind of awesome. It's how you play the game. All right, not how the game plays you. Alright, my god, the mystique is getting huge. I should let some of that die, or let him kill some of it. Definitely can't hide it all at this point. Okay, we're gonna let this one turn to dread, I think, and then take this one? I guess so. We want to keep... Yeah, we're gonna let some of this die. Just get the 3 most here. Let the others decay. Pop this in for the heck of it. And do that. Now, quickly, you do this. Oh, well, yeah. About time you guys knew I was here. Alright, so Colors of Night. Overexposure is coming, no doubt. Toss this in. Yeah, you can see this is starting to get to repetitive, so until I get something new, I may zip out at some point. Okay, so Forgotten Chronicle. Pop that in. We got 2 now, which means it's time to start doing the next part. It's a good thing I've got erudition going. I got the second reason here, because what's going to happen is that I'm going to put a passion in here. I'm going to, is that both of them? Yep. I'm now doing the Island Express. There are 2 things that you do with the secret histories. 6 and higher, I'm going to merge together as we're going to slowly walk towards getting the level 10, 12, and 14 passages. Now, the thing is, I also need to get a lantern of 10. Now, the best way to do that is to find a book. Now, like I said, in this case, we're not using the bookstore as our primary source of lore. In other words, we know that there's a few places where you can find a lantern 10 or higher books, and the thing is that we need to locate where they are. One of them, actually at least 2 of them, are located in an tier 8 expedition vault. If that's the case, what we can do here, we're going to lose him, unfortunately. Hey, he's got Grail 1. I didn't even notice that. Is that we're going to try to snag one of those Lantern 10 and then open up the other 2 doors, Spider and the Peacock's door. Granted, we're probably not going to do much with either of those until we're in a better place right now. But the thing is, so long as we can do this, we'll be ready when I have the rest of it. Because you see, part of the issue with dealing with the Untitled Express is I'm going for that level 12 knock tool that will allow me to use the Peacock endlessly and just basically spam the amount of material. But it's all of 1 step at a time, unfortunately. There you go. And speaking of which, since don't need a reason right away, I guess I can just charge to the door and get more. Yep, this is going to be a continuous cycle going on here, and until, like I said, something changes. Now, the one thing I may do over here, let's see, what is he planning? Regular attack. It's not going to be terribly interesting, I'm afraid. Although it is his strongest suit at 1. Yeah, if this might ever makes 10, he's going to be a serious issue. But even if he gets to 3, this immortal will start just beating the crap out of me and my people. And while I can heal from it, it's still annoying. And we're also, as you notice, we're going to have a cop very soon. Which means we're going to have to deal with the fuzz, as it were. So, onward and upward. So let's get to the mighty assault that I referred to earlier. That's the petty but successful theft where they steal my pocketbook. So I guess I'm playing a female character, unless that was a thing that guys did in Victorian England. I don't know. So yeah, like I said, if I was to try to oppose something like that, he might increase his strength against me. So fine, just take the cash. It's not like I can't generate more. I'm apparently a famous goddamn painter right now. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so the next part of things, just to let you know, this is where things get a little weird. I've built up enough cash in this run so far that I am going to start shopping, but what's going to happen is that I'm only going to get to read the books that I think are worth the time preparing. Because you notice I've got a bunch the things happening with this study score. Okay, anyways, yep. So now we're going to let Covette rest for a little bit, and we're going to see what this produces. And then, if it's a book that I want to use, that I want to have for my collection, then I will keep it. If not, I'll sell it back to the auction house. Now, granted, this isn't going to produce a lot of income. I mean, theoretically, by the random draw of things, you could find a scenario where you make a little bit of money from this, but it's just, you can't count on it. So the best thing to do, let's see, we have the skeleton. The skeleton song. Okay, so the skeleton song, yeah, I've been playing this game at this point that I can usually tell just by the color what it is. This is a Grail 2. Now, the thing is that I'm not interested in the lower lore at this point by taking it time doing so. It's the same amount of study time for all books, 60 seconds, and getting 2 for it just seems like a waste of my time. So instead, I'm just going to go to the auction house and sell it back. Odds are I'll get 1 for it and get my money back. Might get 2, might get 0. You don't know. Oh, speaking of which, you gotta go find some more minions. There you go. And we never want to leave you idle. So pop in, see if you can go talk to the Staghead. Okay, so this is some of the things I wanted to show you here. We divined an intrigue delayed. We divined the long intended to launch an intrigue. We've delayed a little. This is because I stuck Salibe here in because I really didn't want to deal with him anymore. But this is what happens when you get a successful delay. Basically, you were preparation, question mark, and boom. Basically, we knocked him out for 60 seconds. That's the most you can do. So yeah, right now I have a combination of Edge and Grail of 5 each, which means that I got 70% chance for 2/3 of it. I calculate it's about 42% chance of being effective. We will get more effective agents later, but for now, we're dealing with what we got. Okay, just a quick note on that. Also, when we're dealing the books, I will keep the collections of poetry simply because I will need them. If I get enough of them, I will stick my passion up another point. I mean, it's not going to hurt. I'm not going to put any serious effort into raising passion or reason beyond 3 cards in this particular run, but hey, if it stumbles into my lap, I'll be fine with it. Okay, so if you remember that intrigue, what we managed to delay, well, it's managed to come up now, and it's the paper snare, one of my least favorite. Our enemy has borne false witness against us. Authorities must be convinced of our innocence. This, basically, he's gone to court. This is a civil suit. Now, I can throw in a heart or moth follower to defend against this action, but I'm not going to. It's just money, and if I defend against him, his intrigue goes up by 1, or her. That matter. So I'm just going to let this happen, lose some cash, and get over it. I mean, we don't have a lot of cash here, but the painting is going much better than I thought it would. So it's going to be particularly horrible when you see it. So let me see. Anyways, we would, since we've got you up and running, you may notice I'm starting to collect vaults, and there's a reason for that. All right. Oh, there goes my painting. Oh my God, the horror. Anyways, probably should start getting another one. There you go. No, I don't want to draw my dread. Oh God, so much dread being generated. Ooh, congregation. I think I might need that one. Now, there's a reason we're collecting these for the express run, and that's because instead of relying on the bookstore to randomly draw us things, we're going to start looking for the books we need where we know they are. The Congregation, I believe, is one of those. That is got the Greek translation one. Yep. Yep. So the thing is, if I could wait until I got the Greek book from the bookstore just by buying them randomly, try the auction house and spend who knows how much money. But yeah, we got here's I'm happy. We got her Renara. I'm happy. And I know she's evil, but so am I. And she's cute. Much better than the other Grail guy. Anyways, yeah. So the thing is, if I can mount an expedition to take care of this, I can grab the Greek book, get myself the Greek card, and therefore I can then move on the Greek card to get to the next level, which is Fyregan, I believe, which will allow me to unlock a lot of the high-level books. If I unlock a high-level book, I don't have to do the whole combining lore thing. This is why it's called the Express. You just have to really know what the heck you're doing first. So, thing is, you can't steal funds I don't have. We've got 3 funds standing here, 1 here, and 1 in the box there. So I'm thinking, let's talk about taking a trip. Now, the thing is that I'm going to need... These are the only one I have here are Watchers, which I can Grail. I can I can grail, I can stab, or I can deceive. Now, given my limited abilities at the moment, I'm probably going to do the stabby stab thing, because I've got rows and I've got a bunch of pawns. So we can go in and we can start hacking and slashing nuns to get what we want. But the reason I'm doing this is to secure these funds, because the funds, when I secure them here, will not be accessible. The paper snail will grab those funds, and I'll be empty. Yeah, that's going to suck. I could end up getting a hunger card, but I'm also going to be pumping out more funds this way. So it's probably a foolish move, but this is how you learn things. You do foolish things, and then you hurt, and then afterwards you say, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, let's see how it works. All right, there goes the next fund. Now we've got the next painting here. Now it's going to empty out here. Find nothing. How long it keeps cycling, I don't know, but oh, there goes the Mystique. Yeah, that guy has been like after us for a while here, and I happen to have so much glimmering at the moment. I'm just gonna try to upgrade my passion because I've got the poetry book there. There's another glimmering. Oh my god, my imagination is just feeding like a spider feeding on prey. I know, not the best image, but hey, I like it. All right, so the exhibition continues. Let's throw another pawn in, do some fighting. Yeah, you can't. I prefer stealth and do less killy things, but oh my god, I got the professional muscle back. I'm gonna start slaughtering the hell out of these nuns. Well, they were evil nuns, so just keep telling myself that. But yeah, we keep adding up all the scraps, expeditions, until we have the places that we need to have the books and the items that we need. We can't do a world tour. And again, like I said, we're slowly pulling ourselves up by combining lore from the Stag Gate. But once we get a Lantern 10, I'll have access, or Knock 10 if I'm lucky, I'll be able to access all the doors. Anyways, so yeah, that's that part. And speaking of which, we really shouldn't ever let this thing get idle unless we're specifically using it to secure something. So yeah, so once this exhibition comes through, I'm going to grab the Greek language card as well as the other books. I'll decide if I want any of those books or just sell them, because remember, I'm not here to combine lore during Express. If there's a book with a level 2 or 4 lore, and I don't think I want to take the time to do so, I'm just going to go straight to the 6+, because once I have 6 and I have all of my patrons up, I can get that Spintra summoning Spintra cash machine going. But even notice at the moment, I'm not even concentrating on doing anything except well, painting, summoning cultists to do dark rituals, and learning about extra timelines. So kind of like a normal day for me. Anyways, going forward. Okay, so let's go over my least favorite type of attack, Starlight Attack. So basically they go to the manse, they find our dreams, and they fuck with our heads. Okay. An unveiled angle. There's a certain angle my thoughts reflect the manse's light. Our enemy seeks to learn that angle. Essentially what he's trying to do is they're looking for fascination. If they generate a fascination card the next 10 seconds, they will increase their starlight by 1. So hopefully whatever I do the next 10 seconds does not involve fascination. Come on, no fascination. Okay, so yep, Furtive Truth. We're safe here. Sometimes you can get negative cards from there. Oh, you're still buzzing around, aren't you? Okay, so Furtive Truth goes over here. Yeah, just doing some organizing. So, yeah. If I had fascination, he goes to Starlight 1, and then he starts really messing with our head. Eventually, he can prevent us from dreaming, which is terrifying, considering how many abilities we have that regard dreaming. So, yeah, moving on to the next part. Okay, so let's talk about the targeted locations. The first one that you have to get from Tier 2 in order to get the Greek book is the Congregation of St. Felix and Shruin. We just did that one. Next one you want for the Latin book is Guar Inn. Now, this one's going to be 2 challenges. It's going to be Warded Door and Watcher, so you can forge or knock for the first one, edge grail and moth for the second. I'm not exactly set up for it right now, but when I do, I'll crack that open, grab a bunch of books in the Latin book, and then at leisure either sell or use the books. You're going to see how this is going to keep going. You're going to continue this pattern, getting the items that we need in order to go forward. If I was doing a standard aspirant or a similar run, I would simply be getting up to the point where I get the lower 14 books up at the Evening Isles. We'll need the advanced languages for that, but the first way to get those is to get the simple languages. Greek, for example, becomes Phrygian, Latin becomes, I'm not sure which one is it, Fusine, I believe, etc., etc. It moves forward, and until you find, if you get the appropriate tutor and such, you can obviously move on to get those damn books, get the lore 14, and never combine anything whatsoever. As you notice, we're not using magic, and we're not using, we're using one piece of lore, we're using the secret histories, and we're using people. And we're getting by, because the whole magic is special effects and such. I mean, we will need it as time goes on, but right now, near the beginning, not so much. And anyways, yeah, one of the things about that is that these eruditions just keep adding up from diving into the stag door, so reason's going up rather quickly.